guys, so in this lesson I'm going to show you how to play triplets. So triplets are 3 notes per beat. So instead of playing 1 note per beat, or 2 notes per beat, you play 3 notes per beat. Quickly, they sound like this. And the way you play them is essentially using these 2 fingers, you go down, then using the edge of your thumb, you go down again, and then you use your thumb to come back up. Now this is going to take a lot of practice, like days, if not weeks of practice, but essentially that's what you have to do. You have to sit and go fingers, thumb, thumb, fingers, thumb, thumb, fingers, thumb, thumb. And sit and do that for hours. And then you gradually increase the pace. You kind of flick your fingers out a little bit and then drag your thumb. And try and, as you get faster, relax the wrist so it becomes more of a, as I said in the last lesson, an opening door. Like you're moving your wrists sort of this way. Until you can bring it up to speed. Now, incorporating that into the little pattern, you essentially keep the beats going the same as we learnt in the last lesson, but instead of just having 2 notes in between, you can put a triplet. So instead of this, you throw in triplets during the that middle part there. So beat, down, up, beat is what we learnt in the last lesson. Now we're going to play beat, triplet, beat. So you don't have to play a triplet every single time, mix it up, otherwise it gets a bit boring. So sometimes play one note in between the hits, sometimes play 2, sometimes play a triplet. And then if you want to sort of build up a bit of tension, you can start playing the triplets one after the other. So so like that, and then back into the rhythm like I did. Now expect to get quite thick calluses here. It's not going to be fun, it's going to be a lot of pain, but it's worth it because it sounds awesome. So as I explained in the last video, make sure your wrist's nice and relaxed and that your hand's sort of out here, because it really is all in the wrist. And you can also take that same triplet shape and sort of play it on the body of the guitar. It's a bit easier on the edge. To create sort of a little stop or a little gap in the music where it's almost like a little drum solo. But I'll go over some of my other little sort of percussive stops that I like to use in another video. But otherwise, I hope that makes sense. Practice up your triplets. So nice and slowly, just by themselves, building up the tempo. When you're comfortable with that, when you have a big enough callus on your thumb that it stops bleeding, try and incorporate it into your little pattern that I taught you in the last lesson. Thanks a lot, guys. If some of that didn't make sense, feel free to ask, or if you want me to elaborate on anything, then leave a comment. Thanks.